Alright, welcome everybody to my new YouTube channel, mostly discussing day trading, swinging stocks, OTCs, NASDAQs, a little bit of the New York Stock Exchange though. Um, but I'm basically going to teach you how I trade and show you my growth and recap my day's losses, my day's gains, hopefully more gains than losses. And then hopefully build a nice following and maybe make some money off of the channel, and maybe eventually one day have a chat room, start a DVD. I don't know. um, I worked really hard to get to where I'm at now, and I believe my knowledge is worth quite a bit of money and worth everybody's time, so please pay attention, and thanks for subscribing and hitting the like button. If you are a subscriber already and you're wondering what happened to my other videos, I deleted them because I had my account number in them, and I figured out how to hide my account number instead of having to block out the account, like these blue lines here. So I'll be able to day trade live, show you some of those videos, and YouTube has like a live button where I can just hit live and it'll, stream me live, obviously, but I'm believing that I'm thinking that I'm going to start maybe doing some live trades, especially if the market heats up. I mean, the coronavirus has heated up, but it's been pretty slow as far as what I do. So either way, let's get into some of my trades, and hopefully you like it. So this was my best trade yet. Um, I had a goal sitting on my wall that said $1,000 in one trade, and it's been staring at my face for about 2 years now. So very happy to hit this trade, and the goal was to make $1,000 in one trade, and it happened on 12/27/19. Bought 4,000 shares at 65, sold the 4,000 at 92. My favorite setup right here, as you can see, beautiful multi-day breakout OTC style with the ABCD right here for the ad. Could you imagine? In it blast. So I don't know, I think it was like $1 something over here. I just was happy to take my biggest win ever, and I believe it was on this long candle right here. Top ticked it pretty much because I had a fishing order waiting there. Anyways, yeah, so that was my biggest win. Um, let's go into some of my other trades. This was a recent one right here, coronavirus, but it was a multi-day breakout as well, just like this one here. You can see daily chart, yearly chart, nice multi-day breakout, and we're setting back up right here, nice multi-day breakout. This is kind of the daily chart, what happened. I'll show you my entries right here, exit. What's nice is I like to leave little comments next to the chart, which basically will tell you in the future like what I was thinking about it in real time, which is huge. Ended up buying, what was it? I believe on the break, or trying to anticipate the break. I'm not sure. Let's see here. Break looks like it's at like 360. Yeah, so definitely anticipating it. Anyways, nice little rip. Nice sell. You know, it wasn't high day or anything, but right out of the halt, sold it. Didn't want to take the risk of it dropping, and it sure did. So happy with that one. Cup no handle. Now this is a setup that I invented myself. What happened, or how I invented, I should say, is that I would short these stocks that would gap up, and I'd say, the news is crap, whatever. Thought I knew what I was talking about. I didn't, and they would go against me. And there was just a good 2 months of stocks with, nice breaking news, and that kind of conditioned me to go long on everything, and lost on those as well. But so I ended up over the few years teetering down to that I need a certain news, a certain float, and a certain gap percentage. I'm not going to give you all that because, like I said, it took me a long time, a lot of money lost, a lot of hair pulled out to figure that out. But I mean, 9 million float, FDA approval for the shelf life extension on their medicine, and I call it cup no handle. So that was the daily chart. Let's take a look at the actual chart here. Usually you'll see some pre-market activity. I didn't capture that, but nice. Pre-market was probably up higher around the 350 area, pullback, whatever. Pullback, spike above VWAP, higher low, and I like to buy the first higher high off the first higher low on these particular setups. And I bought right there. And if you have a huge spike and we get a pullback, I like to add over the first higher high again, risking that lower low, last best dip. And it worked beautifully. And I added, and it didn't work perfect. I mean, right after I bought right here, it dropped. But look, I held my risk, held above the risk, and instantly ripped. And I sold it all right there. My target was 415 because I usually want $1 share from the entry, which is, see here, 315, 415. But, I basically top ticket, and I didn't want to wait around all day for it. And it usually will happen. The best sell will happen around like 12 p.m. Central Time. So, I was happy with it. Another OTC multi-day breakout. The stock was Hensi. This one's my favorite stock. Kind of a love-hate relationship here. As you can see, nice breakout. I played it on this day. I lost like 15 bucks because I didn't trust it. I mean, kind of small volume here for, such a low price stock. Anyways, went off radar because it, didn't work. And pulled back. First green day blasted from 0.025 to, like 0.065, over 100% gain. So I knew next time first green day could be a potential play, but I didn't trade it because I can't remember why. Anyways, I tried to buy it up here at the break and that did not work. So this was a loser, I believe. And this was basically the first green day entry where it would have been right here and it would have gone down, but you wouldn't have stopped out, held, came back nicely. And look how it developed. Same thing. First green day, spike, over highs, bang. And I actually traded it this time. I was ready for it. So, longed it right there over high day, which is first green day entry, 10 cents. 10 cents. Because that was like 11 cents right here on the high day. And this was 10 cents for first green day entry. Nailed it. Then, of course, I got scared out right here. And I think I made like 300 bucks on the stock. And I should have made way more. So I'm not perfect. And look how beautiful that went. From here to here. I wasn't going to miss it this next time. So, we got this set up again. This was the day I just showed you right here. But we held near highs. And I was going to get the first green day, but it never really set up. It just kind of went red to green on this day and ripped. And I was hoping it didn't break right here, and it didn't. It was beautiful because it held. I mean, it opened up so close to the breakout right here. Open, bang. I mean, huge. 20 to 40 cents basically. 100% gain. And I've traded it pretty well. So right at the open, over the breakout, bought it, 23 cents. Only filled like a third of my size, I believe, because I hesitated. And you can't hesitate on these stocks. I mean, it's such a beautiful setup. How could I hesitate? I mean, that just goes to show you where you'll get bored and you'll risk your $50 to $100 like it's no big deal on these setups that are subpar because you're bored. And then you get these hot setups and you're scared to risk your $100 or $200, whatever it is, because it's moving so fast and it's so tight and blah blah blah. You need to be risking, 300-400 on a setup like this, and in the speculative boredom trades risking $20, $30, $40 max. Anyways, got a partial fill here. Sold, ended up making like 500-600 bucks on a very nice gain. Underutilized, should have probably made 2-3 grand on it. COCP, another cup no handle. As you can see, let me zoom in here. I guess, yeah, I can zoom in. pullback, the spike over VWAP, the higher low, first higher high, well technically down here, but it was so close to right here, figured I'd just wait for confirmation. Bought in, bang. I mean, it wasn't perfect. It didn't rip straight up, so I sold some out of this halt. But in the future, I'll probably just keep my same target, $1 per share, which it never did come on this one, but um, it was good. I still made like 300 bucks, I think, on it. All right, now on this one, you've seen my cup no handle. I kind of wanted to see if you would be able to guess where my entries are. So let's go into it here. This has got the pre-market chart here, but this is a cup no handle setup. Where should my first entry be? We have the dip. We got above VWAP. Now we're looking for the what? First higher high to break the first higher low. Spike above VWAP. Higher low. First higher high. Right there. So let's see where my entry was. Did you guess it right? Leave it in the comments. Entry right there. Perfect. And it didn't hit my dollar share, but it was really good. I mean, you know, you got that topping action at 123, and I sold off at 115 on this red candle, and I was going to see if it was going to hold, but the best sells are usually always at 12, so that's one rule to keep. If you don't get your target by around 12 p.m., just go ahead and cut it. 12 p.m. Central, that is. So yeah, there's another cup no handle. Cup no handle is a great pattern, but you need to know some very specific things about it. And like I said, I'm not just going to give that away, you know. But, you know, you can kind of pick up on it. If you follow me and subscribe to me, you'll be able to pick up on this stuff. Now, here is a setup I'm disappointed in with myself. You know, I just showed you all the OTC breakout stocks, how beautiful they are, how well they work. And look at this one. I mean, I hunted this stock all dang day. I missed it on this breakout, so I thought, okay, well, I'll get it on this breakout. And I missed it again. Watch this. This is some bullcrap. The breakout is right here. I buy it. My stop is lower today. What happens? Yeah, comes down, doesn't hit my stop, but I still stopped out right there on previous close because I got scared. What happens? Sideways all day. I told myself I would buy over high a day because I knew what would happen. And what happened? I took a loss on another stock I shouldn't have been in, so I got mad and I shut off my computer right here, I believe. And then, yeah, boom, breaks out without me. And check it. It closed here at 75. The next day opens up at 90 cents and blasts to $1.25. I'm left about 1,000 on the table. Easy. Easy. So yes, I don't trade perfectly. And now let me show you some of the bad trades I took today. Here was one. I was eyeing this. I mean, this is multi-day breakout. Still could break out over 769 here. Beautiful stock. I played it on this day where it broke 486 on this day right here. Made money on it. Nice. Didn't hold it for the gap up here like a fool, but whatever. But I saw my friend Jack Kellogg bought in here 1,000 shares, and I saw that, you know, it could dip back to the VWAP and pull and go back and break out. And that'd be a nice entry. So what happened? I missed my entry over 7, so I came back and I bought here. Held. I have my stop down here at 680. But my rule is 45 minutes of sideways action with a specific number. If that breaks, that's your new stop. And I stopped out 707, started holding at 1245, and it snapped at 150. So I had an hour of time, and I moved my stop up to 707, stopped out. As you can see, I bought some at 710, added at 720, stopped out at 705, and I lost, I don't know, 20 bucks on it, whatever. On the day, I'm down $60, kind of annoyed. Basically, I've been my own worst enemy. And really, I've been calling out some really good winners, but haven't been trading them well. In my next video, I'm going to go over